What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Nightmare 10 once again, and I'm back with another wrestling video, this time about WrestleMania, my past, the present, and the future. I got this idea from Brandon, aka The Real Classic, aka The Instant Classic, here on YouTube. He started this, and I wanted to, once I watched his video, I definitely wanted to do it. But then other people have also done it. It's kind of, created a big chain here. I've only seen, Freaking Yeah Yeah 88, CV Breach, and Assault and Battery. If you haven't seen those videos, go check those guys out. If you need their links or something, I'll post them. But otherwise, go check them out. I'm pretty sure you're already sub to them. If you're not, let me know, and I'll get you to their channels. But yeah, if you've also done a WrestleMania video, if you know what I'm talking about, before I get started, send me a comment on this video or whatever, message, whatever, and let me know, and I'll go watch yours as well. Let's see. Well, anyways, let's get started. I paused there for a second. WrestleMania, the past, the future. Well, the past, the present, and the future. Never in a million years, obviously, I haven't been alive that long, but never thought that I'd be able to go to WrestleMania. Never thought as a wrestling fan. I pretty much started as being a wrestling fan. Started watching it like religiously, I guess, in 2001, late 2001, probably, definitely in 2002. I know that's later than most fans. I pretty much know everything now. I don't know. I'm not saying I know like really, really old stuff, but I've watched everything Attitude Era probably multiple times now. Multiple people's careers. I've seen their DVDs. Blah 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 blah. So there's a little history about where I started watching wrestling. Really started. I watched a little bit of WCW. I just don't remember any of it. But I don't remember exactly what I watched because it was probably about to go under at the time that I started watching it. So there wasn't much to it. Watched a little bit of WWF at the time too, and then I really got into it. I think I don't know if it's not 01, 02. It was definitely around WrestleMania 19. But so WrestleMania 19 was probably my first WrestleMania. But the first one I actually got to watch, 19, I had to I don't think I ever actually watched that one until a while because I didn't have pay-per-view, I didn't have access. None of my friends that I knew at the time. Then by 20, I had some friends that watched it, and that was my first one I actually watched on pay-per-view with friends and stuff like that. And that's when I fell in love. I mean, that's pretty much WrestleMania 20 was like, yep, I love this. Which is not the greatest WrestleMania now when you look at it in the past, but and I'm going through my history of me as a wrestling fan. But anyways, we'll get to WrestleMania. That's not the first biggest show I ever saw, but you know what I'm saying. First biggest WrestleMania. That's why this is about. This is about WrestleMania. But looking back at WrestleMania 20, we're now on 29. To think that I would be at WrestleMania any point in my existence is crazy. It's just crazy to think. I didn't think I'd ever be able to go to WrestleMania. So that's awesome that I've been able to go now twice, and I'm going to go to a third one this year. If you didn't already know, I will be in New York this year, / New Jersey, for 29. But yeah, let's start, where I started. The past, I guess, is how this thing is working. WrestleMania 27, Atlanta. Went with my sister. It was loads of fun. Let's just get off the bat right there. I don't even remember how I started getting. I think I had just really getting, I just started talking a lot with the Instant Classic, True Slayer, several different others. I had finally talked to them a little bit. Started talking with them. Chase is another one. And I hate calling them by their real names, but I really don't call them by their usernames anymore. So it's weird, but that's just how it is. Like, I don't, once you get to know these people, which is crazy too, you never think, I think, who was it that mentioned this? Everybody mentions this, but I think Miguel was one of the ones that mentioned it the most. Like, you never think that you're going to get this close to these people. Actually, it might have been Ravi, but whatever. You never think you're going to get this close. You never think you're going to, consider them real good friends and stuff like that, man. And he said this. Some of these guys are some of the best friends I have. I'm not saying that I don't have real friends in real life. Like I'm a loser, which is what you guys are saying. But to be honest, who cares? Like in this new age, man, I don't care what anyone thinks. I never have, never will. But Just kind of wanted to let me get back on track. But yeah, so I met so it was kind of that's when I was kind of getting the groove, and I guess they were talking about going to Mania. I think as a group that had been there, they had all I think they all went to Phoenix. I don't know if they all like every single one of them went, but most of them they went to Phoenix, and I think some of them went to Houston the year before. So they had been talking about stuff, and it was like I just really wanted to go. Didn't really I knew my sister would love to go, so I was like, well, my only way at that point, my only way I thought I could really actually go was probably because of my sister. And luckily, she helped me out with some of the money issues at the time. I had just started a new job, but it hadn't really kicked in too well. So I was like, it's up to her. If she says if she can, she says I can go. She would like that one. No, if she's down to go, then I can probably afford it. It'll just be cheaper that way. They had already gotten there by this time. I think they had already gotten their plans, so I couldn't really join them as far as too much. But I did join the same hotel. We met up in Atlanta. Just kind of speed this up a little bit. I feel like I'm rambling. But we met up in Atlanta, and I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy to think, but someone that you've talked to on Skype, you've watched on YouTube. I watched some of these guys for a long time before ever seeing them or ever talking to them. So not saying I was fans of them or anything. But in a sense, you kind of are. You're like, you look forward to their videos, stuff like that. And I pull up in Atlanta and I see Brandon in the parking lot helping me get in. Helping me to get into the hotel and find the right spot. And I'm like, this is legit. This is happening. I'm legit meeting up with some YouTubers, and you hear the crazy stories on the internet and in the news that they plug up. It's like with the show Catfish, stuff like that. You never know what's gonna happen. But luckily, I haven't had any problems in Atlanta or Miami, so that's awesome. But yeah, I met up with Brandon. Josh was there. LV, Brian. A lot of you don't know who that is. Who else is there? Who else was there? I'm jobbing on somebody. Oh well, Eric Honor Hammer. I know he's kind of non-existent nowadays, but yeah, he was actually not non-existent at that point. His dad, all great people. I think we were all I'm pretty sure we were all staying in that hotel. I think Eric and them might have been in a different one, but they met us there. But yeah, we were all staying in the same hotel, chilling. Like I said, me and my sister drove up to Atlanta. Cool road trip, always fun time with my sister. Like I said, I'm going all over the place, and this may be a long video. Y'all just have to bear with me. I'm going to try to go fast, but I need a little swig of water. Yeah, I'm funny. But yeah, back to the track. So yeah, I think we flew. Well, we didn't fly in. We drove in on a Thursday at some point. I think it was like Thursday afternoon or so. We kind of chilled. I think we ate somewhere. As far as Friday, and before I get going. On the actual weekend and the stuff that we did, a lot of people, they had said like WrestleMania weekend was going to be. I've watched videos when they went to Phoenix, when they went to Houston. I've watched their group videos and reviews of the show, and they all look exhausted. They all like talk about how you're not going to have time to hardly do anything else or any sleep or stuff like that. So I was like, I'm in for it. I'm ready for it. I'm strapping in. I'm ready for the ride, but. I had no idea what I was signing up for. You think, go ahead. You can think, you can hear all the stories, all these videos you watch about WrestleMania. You can think this and that. It's gonna shock you from all angles. You're not gonna assume anything right. So, but yeah, Thursday I don't remember anything. Like I said, we just hung out. Friday was there. Friday night, I guess the first thing we did was, I think Friday during the day, me and my sister, I think that's when we went to the zoo. It might have been Saturday, but I think it was Friday. We went to the zoo, or it might have been Saturday morning. I really don't know. Atlanta's too far away, and I didn't really think about sitting down, writing it down or whatever. But yeah. So we went to the zoo. That was one thing we did in Atlanta. She wanted to go to the zoo. It's kind of one of those. I said, you don't have to do all the wrestling stuff with me, but if there's something you want to do non-wrestling there's not something wrestling related is going on at the same time, I'll go do that with you since you were able to. She's a kind of a casual wrestling fan. She doesn't. I wouldn't even say she's a fan, but she watches. She knows some people. You guys, if you haven't seen the video, it's on my channel. I asked her some random questions leading up to Mania. Also, there's a reaction of she really wanted Triple H to be Undertaker, so that was classic, and we'll get to more of the experience of of that later, but yeah, so we went to the zoo some point, Friday or Saturday. Just get that out of the way. But Friday night was ROH. It's probably, I think that's my third live show with ROH. And that arena, man, that Atlanta arena, center stage, parking was ugh. But the actual stage, man, I would love to go. I would probably travel to go see ROH in Atlanta. Like, even if, they come to South Carolina a little bit and they come to North Carolina, usually when I see them, if they're anywhere close. But I would almost travel to Atlanta just to watch that. That arena was just awesome. Any seat in the house was great. Really, the upper seats were better. It's just like a circle almost. And it was just great. A couple of my chants got on the DVDs out here. I actually hope to maybe pick those up in New York this year. I've been wanting to get them. Might wait till then. Sometimes they have like deals, so it's a little bit better. But yeah, those shows were both shows, and then Saturday the lunch show. We got lunch and then went to the show. The 12 o'clock show was good. We met some wrestlers, got some signatures. I'll show some of the stuff I got signed in Atlanta later at the end of this video. But yeah, the ROH shows both were awesome. They wore you out. My sister was into them. I mean, that just shows you right there. My sister has never seen an indie show as far as like that. Most times she watches just WWE stuff. So to not see the pyro, the flash, a lot of the times they can't get into it. But there's always something for everyone. And she, might not be the most popular wrestler in ROH at the time, but she latched onto one. She loved Homicide. She knew him from TNA. It gave her something to relate to. She even bought a Homicide shirt. She loved it. She was into it. She'd root for him. So that's the cool thing. If you got somebody that is kind of on the fence about ROH, they're like, I don't know if I want to do that WrestleMania weekend. Convince them. If you're one of those people, do it. Go to ROH. I'm telling you, you'll love it. And that wasn't my first experience with ROH, but I'm just saying. My sister says she'd go back again. And she knows nothing about Ring of Honor. She only knows the former WWE or TNA people that are there. If there's any. That's all she knew, and she loved it. So that's just kind of an example, for those that are kind of questionable about ROH this year or something, or even the other promotions that are out there. There's always something you can find that you love. Anyways, to keep going, because this is going to be long, and I apologize if I'm rambling and you're bored. Go ahead and turn off the video. I mean, that's all I can say, or you can keep listening. But to continue. Yeah, there was ROH that weekend. We didn't go to an Access in Atlanta. I regret that because I think after going to Access in Miami, my sister would have loved it. I loved it. I'm going again this year. We'd love to go to more than one. We'll see how it goes. But man, like Access was just. I mean, that's one of the things I wish I had done in Atlanta. Don't listen to other people that. I mean, I get it. It's not for everybody. I'll admit that. And maybe it'll eventually get old to me, and I won't have to go anymore. But for right now, I like it. So, there it is. So go and experience it first, and then if you don't like it after that, I totally understand. What else did I do? Also, Saturday night, didn't see Shawn Michaels get inducted. That's still to this day. Can't believe I jobbed on the Hall of Fame there. Brian was killing me. It still kills me for jobbing on that. But it is what it is. But went to Dragon Gate. Loved Dragon Gate. The arena was kind of not the best, but got to sit by Nightmare Balla 1. That's another guy I met down there. So that was cool. In Atlanta, got to sit by him. He kind of explained any questions I had with Dragon Gate. So that's a good thing too. If there's a chance you could go with somebody that you know. So if you have any questions, just ask them. It's like, well, who's this? And why are they mad at this guy or what? If that bothers you, if you have to know the storyline aspects of it, sit beside somebody that knows that stuff. So, I guess. No. Okay, never mind. Moving on to Miami in my head. All right, but yeah, Atlanta. That was it. We watched that. Went out several different times. We did go to Vortex one point in the weekend. Met Jim Cornette. That was pretty cool. Also WrestleCon. It was Wrestle Reunion at the time. I met Daphne, wonderful lady. Wonderful girl, woman, whatever you want to call it. She's awesome. Great person. Almost got punched by New Jack. Yep, almost got punched by New Jack. That was funny. He kind of just came up to our circle. We were just kind of in a circle. He's like, what are y'all guys in a circle for? And he just came up and I was like, I don't know, we're just hanging or something. I said something stupid. And he just kind of looked at me. He's like, boy, I'm going to knock you out or something. I don't remember the exact story. You have to ask Brandon about that one. Also, my sister kind of walked. My sister had a Christian Cage shirt on. So that's another one of her favorites. And she had the TNA version of when we went to a TNA show. And she walked by and Raven goes, "That's a TNA shirt," and pointed it out. So that was kind of cool. Raven kind of talked. She talked it back and forth, so she thought that was cool. I thought it was cool too. So didn't really do much in that. Other than that, we just kind of walked around. Didn't really do a whole lot. I didn't really have a whole lot of money, so I had to kind of pick and choose. I only took a picture with Daphne, and that was it. And I know that I'm not really saying this in order because I can't really remember the order. So, and then there was Sunday. Which that might have happened on Sunday, but I don't know. Well, before I get to WrestleMania 27, the event itself, my first WrestleMania, there was a funny, and I'll never forget. I mean, like I think Brandon said, there's things that happen that you just never forget. There's moments that you're gonna always remember. There's this one moment if you don't know, in Atlanta, there's the MARTA system. You have to take, the little train, I don't know what you call it, but I call it the MARTA system because that's what it is. It's like a train thing, and we were on one train, and we realized we were on the wrong direction. So Brian's like, "Y'all, we need to get out." So we're all getting out of the train, and we all do get out, but we have to run through, actually we had to run through a train. So we're like, we got to get through on this side, and so we all get in the train and run out. Well, we're all getting out, and as soon, I'm serious, I make it by the skin of my teeth. And I'm like, whew, we made it. I look back, and my sister's still in the train. So I'm knocking on the door. I'm not even gonna lie. I freaked out. I'm like knocking on the door. "Ashley! Oh my gosh! Please, no!" She is locked. I don't know if it's because I was tired or what. She's locked in. Everybody that's around me is giving me these looks. Josh and Brandon and Brian and Ovi and all of them are giving me these weird looks. And she looks fine. She's like, okay. She's not even freaking out because she knows the system. She's been in those big cities before. So she knows, how to hop off of one and get on the next one. I'm calling her. I'm grabbing my phone's dead. Josh's phone's dead. And I'm like, no! And she's gone. And then I finally I think I used Brian's phone. I don't know. And I called, and she's like, "Philip, it's okay. Calm down." And that was a talk of the weekend after that. They're like, Philip freaked out on Ashley thinking she was going to get lost. I don't know what it was. Like I said, it might have been just me being tired, but man, it was just one of those moments I'll never forget. It's hilarious. But what else is there? I was trying to think if there's any more funny stories. Like I said, I'm sorry if this video is going to be like 30 plus minutes, but it is what it is. Let's see. 27. Then I guess we'll talk about WrestleMania. Hopefully I didn't miss anything here in this weekend. There's probably some other little stories in there, but then WrestleMania, I walk in and let me just say, dude, an experience of a lifetime. Nothing like it. There's nothing like it. There's just nothing like it. I walked in, and you're like, wow, this is it. It was a realization as well. This is WrestleMania. I'm here. I'm here live. It's just insane. It was just insane. You see the big WrestleMania logo or whatever, like entrance way, and it's like you see it. It's like, this is legit. The show itself, not the great. I loved it. It was awesome live. Obviously afterwards you're like, yeah, that card was awful. If you look at it, I kind of felt bad for people that watched it at home, but man, being there live, it doesn't matter how bad a card is, dude. It's awesome. So me and my sister, we had a kid behind us that was just like kind of smart, but he's like Undertaker. It was like that's all he talked about the whole night, Undertaker. It was just fun. Brandon and all them, they sat kind of to the side from us. And the DVD, the WrestleMania 27, actually, or Blu-ray, because I got the Blu-ray. You can see us during a couple times. I wouldn't be able to describe because I know where I was sitting. So maybe one day I'll zoom in and show you guys. But yeah, man, unbelievable. WrestleMania 27 was amazing. After that, I never thought I'd get to go again. And then last year it happened, and I got to go to Miami. And man, let me tell you, one of the greatest times I've ever had. Miami was awesome. There's just nothing compares to that trip, man. That trip was just awesome. Let's see, I don't know. Thursday, I flew. I took this by myself. Ashley was not there. She had planned to go with me. It was kind of jobbed out. Not late, but early on. So I was like, whatever. But I kind of decided late to go to Miami. Not late, but just in time. But we stayed in a house. I'm rambling all over the place. Y'all have to forgive me here. We stayed in the house. Brian hooked us up, son, on South Beach. Brandon talked about it in his video. The place was awesome. We got to go to the beach. The Jersey Shore place was not too far away from us. I saw it a couple of times, but I'm not a huge fan of I'm not even a fan of the show. I've watched it a couple of times, but you know, maybe I actually probably watched the first season, but it wasn't. I was like, whatever. I was like, I don't care. But it's just being in Miami, dude. We got a nice ride. I don't know if you've seen that video, the Dodge Nitro. We got an awesome rental car. That was cool. Pimped it out. You know, what was another thing I was gonna say? Oh, you know what? I hate to jump back, but there's one more funny story. My sister decided not to go to Dragon Gate last year, okay, on Saturday night. So I had to ride in the car with Eric, LV, Josh, Brian, and Brandon. I think that's everybody. And it was kind of packed up or whatever. And I was like, you know what? If they ever wanted to kill this, I don't even know if they know this. I can't remember if I ever told them. But I was like, man, if they wanted to kill me, if this was their whole plan all along, they got me right where they want me. My sister didn't come. We're all packed up in this car. I have no clue where we're going. That was literally what was running through my mind. But I'm like, you know what? It's cool. It's cool. I got God backing me up. If something happens, He'll take care of it. But I think these guys are cool. As far as I know, these guys, I don't think this would happen. Of course it didn't happen. I'm still here, and they're awesome people. So I just thought that was funny. That is one of the Atlanta memories I remember, because I'm just kind of like, I laugh at myself. I'm like, really? You thought that? I didn't think they were. I'm just saying, like, it ran through my head. You know these things. They run through your head. I mean, it's just everybody. It runs through everybody's head. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just me. But anyways, okay, so back to Miami. Yeah, Thursday, I flew in by myself on Thursday. Apparently, LV had been there like a whole day in the airport. But yeah, I met up with him. We chilled out, waited on some people. Let's see, who else did? And then like I said, we on the beach, got to hang out. Got the Dodge Nitro driving. It was cool. I pretty much drove most of the weekend. I don't know if anybody will ever let me drive again. I don't know. I thought I drive good, but Brian thought I did too. So we'll see how it goes. But I think my dog's barking. Sorry. I don't know if it's my dog or not. Anyways, I'm trying to get this video going. Let's see what time it is. Okay. But like, it just was awesome where we were staying. It was so cool. But yeah, I think that Thursday we just kind of hung out. We didn't really do nothing, but like, I think that Thursday night we just kind of hung out pretty much. I want to say that's the night that I kind of met other people, but I'm gonna say I met Kevin, which is Man on Fire. I met Jared. I met Jared. Yeah, that's right. I met Jared, which is trademark 629 or Dumbmark 629, which is what Markeem calls him. I'm just messing with you. Who else? I didn't meet him that right second, but let me go just name him off so I don't forget. Big Rat. Actually, I met Big Rat at ROH Friday night. But anyways, who else was there right there? Johnny Thunder, hilarious guy, hilarious. There's another guy there too, but I don't remember his name. I'm friends with him on Facebook too. Gosh, if he's watching this video, he's gonna hate me. I don't remember his name. I do not remember his name. But then there was Josh, and I don't know if you guys saw a picture, but like I said, like I said earlier in the video, I've watched these people on YouTube for a long time. So my two favorite people to watch on YouTube, as far as like their reviews, their videos in general, were Josh and MB Wrestler, or Truth Slayer and MB Wrestler. MB was sitting, which I had met MB in Atlanta a little bit, but he kind of sat down there with us where we were at and was chilling, and they were just right beside each other, and I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of marked out a little bit. I was like, this is True Slayer and MP Wrestler right in front of me. It was just funny. Like I said, it might have just been, might be a moment only I have, but I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna just try to front. So it was kind of cool to see that, and then like I said, they're both cool people. Black Cat Feline was there, which was they're gonna Kristen and D. Someone else, Travis was there. Sorry, Travis. Sabu TNA forever. Actually, Sabu TNA forever. Whatever. I think that was it. Maybe Monoxide, was he there? I don't know. I think Monoxide might have been there. I don't remember. I don't know. Anyways, but I think that was pretty much everybody. Besides our crew, Brandon, Brian, LV, all of us. but yeah, I mean, and that was right where we were chilling at this little restaurant area. Um, it was right next to like walking distance of where we live, so that was pretty cool. And the beach was like right there. We went to the beach one day. Friday. Let's see. Friday was what was Friday? I remember Friday night was ROH. Great show. I liked it a lot. That was Erica and Steam was really good. Sat up with our crew, as well as Jared. I think sat beside me. Hold on a second. What do you need?
I'm leaving.
All right. That was my mom. She was leaving. But yeah, so like ROH Friday night. I lose train of thought every time. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it. Oh, train of thought gone. Oh, so ROH, like I said, we were sitting up there chilling or whatever. That same night, I met everybody on the front row. Kevin was there again. That might be the first time I don't know. Thursday night, I think, is when I met him the first time though. But Kevin, Miguel, met for the first time. I don't think I even seen any of his videos. I saw him Battery, aka Ravi, met him. We hit it off really, really easily. Stevie Breach, first time I met him. I think I had seen some of his videos before. It seemed like somebody else was in it. Was that everybody? Yeah, I think that was everybody. So those were cool. Me and LV, and I got it's over here somewhere. I'll go ahead and show this to you. Kevin gave me this to wear, bandana thing. So that was cool. He had a slew of them and was able to hand one out to me. So that was cool. What else is there? Let's see. On ROH that night. Oh, I met Nigel that night. I think got a picture of him. That was my Twitter Twitter profile pic for a while. If you didn't see it, I'm sure it's somewhere. What else did we do on Friday? And then after Friday night, there was the most popular, one of the popular things of the weekend, the big Tebow debate that happened at one of the little sports bar things we went to. That was a blast. Had a lot of fun. I played it up. Don't let people fool you. I played it up. It was fun. It was still fun. Man, it was a blast. The waiter even got in on it. It was great. It kind of got the football, and I brought up TUO. It was just funny. We talked about some wrestling stuff too. I actually said, I don't know if this video ever. Yeah, it did. Assault and Battery uploaded it, so look through his videos. I said somewhere, and it was like Daniel Bryan's a jobber. I was just saying random stuff. I was tired. First of all, lost my voice on that night. I lost my voice on Friday night, so I was like, man, this is. I mean, I was talking still, but my voice was kind of out of it, but. I was, scratchy, and I was like, man, first freaking show of the weekend. But also a little story that I got a call during that ROH show. One of my friends is, I guess it's technically not his aunt, but it was. I looked at it as his aunt. Passed away, and it just kind of blew me out of. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people that was sitting with me might not even known this. I know LV and Jared did. They were really good about it. Get my spirits back up. And thank you ROH for getting my spirits back up as well. Kind of walked out, got the phone. Took the phone call or called her. Called my best friend's mom because I didn't know if he knew yet because he didn't live nearby yet. But I got a text from my friend. That's what told me. And I bawled like a baby to her. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, tell me this isn't true. I mean, I wasn't that close to the lady, but I knew her. I talked to her several different times. And it's like, I couldn't believe that she had just passed away like that. And I knew her, her boyfriend, or I don't know if they weren't married yet, I don't think, but her and her boyfriend, it's older couple, but, they weren't married, I don't think, but, and none of that matters, but yeah, so it just devastated me. I walked back in, I was like, man, I need something to pick me up. And luckily Mike Bennett came out after that, that kind of, him versus Lance Storm, so that really built me up. And then I was able to still have a great night after that. So that was, a lot of people don't know about that, but there you go. Wrestling, wrestling can pick, you can go right back down, and then wrestling can pick you right up and help you get through some stuff. So that was cool. I really feel like this video is going super long. I'm sorry, guys. Saturday morning. What was Saturday morning? Was that when we went to WrestleCon? No, WrestleCon was Sunday. Well, Wrestle Reunion. It's WrestleCon now. That's why I said it. I don't know what we did Saturday. Saturday was another ROH show, I think. Yeah, at midnight. So we did that show, which was, and Miguel I think might have said this. I don't know when he said this. He did say this. I don't know what video it was, but he mentioned this. But I did literally, like, I was sitting like right next to them on that show, and I was just like, man, I'm bored, because they had their whole, I think someone called it a brownout. I didn't know that's what it was called, but they had some electrical, I didn't even say that word right. Problems and stuff like that. And I was just not into it. And then Adam Cole and O'Reilly fought, and I just like, whatever. I was like, I'm gonna go buy some merch. So that's the part McGill mentioned in his video, or one of his videos. And I literally went and spent like $100, and you'll see my merch from Miami total. It's kind of nuts. You'll see it if you haven't seen it before. But yeah, I just wasn't into it. But then we had Elgin Davey, which was amazing. One of my favorite matches live. Just wow. Never thought I would root against Davey, who is my favorite in ROH, always has been. Outside of Mike Bennett, the prodigy, of course. The greatness that is Mike Bennett. Yeah. Shout out to Kevin. He knows what I'm talking about. But yeah. Outside of him, I've always liked Davey Richards, but I was rooting for Elgin to win the title at one point in this match, man. This was awesome. Great match. He didn't win, but man, Davey gave a great speech after. Actually, I have a piece of that speech I recorded. I never uploaded it just because I didn't want to hurt ROH as far as any type of stuff, so I had never uploaded it. I made one day. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. It's like literally like a couple seconds, or 30 seconds or something like that. Let's see. And then after the show, oh, I totally forgot something. Thursday night, we went to a Heat game. Thursday night, we went to a Miami Heat game. Forgot about that. Yeah, we went to a Miami Heat game. That was awesome. First basketball game I've ever been to, pro basketball game I've ever been to, and I've never really been to a college basketball game. So, that was awesome. They played the Mavericks. Got to see Dirk. Got to see LeBron, Wade, Bosh. The intros were awesome. I got plenty of videos from them, pictures. I ain't gonna lie, I hate the Heat. But I marked out for him when I was there. I bought some merchandise. Yeah, I did. I marked out for him. I mean, I don't even wear the shirt now. I'll show it to you in a minute. But I was still, I was marking out that whole weekend. That's just the summary of the weekend was marking out. But also we had what else was there? But Heat game Thursday. Like I said, my stuff is all out of order. Plus, I'm tired right now too, so that doesn't really help. What else is there? I'm trying to think. Saturday. I'm for some reason drawing a huge blank for Saturday. I know we did the ROH show at 12. I don't know what we had between there. If I think about it, I'll come back. But I know we had what was it called? I had Hall of Fame that night. I actually decided that day to buy those tickets. That was unbelievable. Four Horsemen were awesome. Actually, didn't know a whole lot. I mean, I knew the Four Horsemen, but I didn't grow up watching them. So I mean, it was just awesome just to listen and learn. Obviously, to see Edge. I bought this at the Hall of Fame. To see Edge, that was awesome. Get inducted. Tyson, Farouk, excuse me, Farouk. It was just great. It seems like I'm missing somebody. Yokozuna, but Rikishi and them did that. It was just great. And then that other guy, I don't remember his name. Excuse me. No disrespect to him. Was it Mascaro? Not Mascaro. Something like that. Sorry with an M. I thought maybe, but it was like a Mexican wrestler, I think. Yeah, not to be racist. That's what it was. But that was a great experience. I actually bought floor seats. Bought two, and then someone decided not to go with me. Yeah, I wasted so much money that weekend. Wasted so much money, but also, it was worth it all. I don't regret hardly anything. And then Sunday morning, but yeah, Hall of Fame floor seats were awesome. I actually have a video on one of my other channels of Edge, and you kind of see where my seats were. If you want to check that out. Other channel was Nightmare 26, not Nightmare 10. Then Sunday morning, I went to Access. Met Dolph Ziggler. I met Ted DiBiase. Kind of went back and forth a little bit with Daniel Bryan. He was doing an interview. And I kind of, asked him a few questions, or and you know, shouted some stuff. I don't really remember what I said to him, but that was fun. And him and Sheamus were going back and forth. Sheamus was doing his VIPs. I didn't really go around. Like, I just was kind of taking it all in. I actually bought it's down there, my World Heavyweight belt while I was there. Dolph Ziggler signed it, and Vicky, just because she had already signed it. I didn't go. I had walked around and just waited, and then I saw Ziggler when I was going out and had to like get in there. I actually remember Del Rio being one of the guys that didn't have that many people in his line. I wish I had gone and got Del Rio to sign it too, but it is what it is. But yeah, Del Rio was kind of in the background. I didn't really, like I said, I didn't really try to sign and get a lot of signatures. I did the entranceway thing when I first got there. I got one of those little spray-on tattoos. It was fun. Just doing some fun stuff, looking at stuff. Didn't want to take too much time. This year I'm going to try to take it all in and try to get as many people as I can. But you know, I had people. I was the only one. I took the car there, and I was supposed to go pick them back up and go to Wrestle Reunion. So, which if you haven't, I can't really. I don't like, because this video has gone so long. I don't want to go into all what happened at Wrestle Reunion, but I just had a blast. I just carefree. You know, went up to some people and just hugged them, took pictures with them, didn't even pay for it. You know, some of them I feel bad for. But Kevin Nash, I met him. He was a treat. Velvet, I talked to Velvet, who's good friends with one of my friends. Actually knows him and her. Matt Hardy, he's cool. Mickey James, you've all seen that video, the story behind Mickey James. You know, I basically just bought. Literally, you know, I don't drink. I don't really believe in that. And I don't. To each his own about drinking. But I did that night. They were all watching $5 wrestling. That was Saturday night. I think that was that Saturday. Yeah, after the Hall of Fame, I think. They were watching that, and I was just like, man, I could care less. So I was just kind of chilling. I saw them at the bar. Daphne and Mickey James were kind of sitting, chilling out there, and I went and talked to them. As you saw the video, I wanted a picture, but they took a video, and I was just kind of chilling. We were just kind of talking back and forth, you know, seeing what she was doing. She was saying some crazy stuff. She said some stuff about Dixie. Then Brandon came over after $5, I think, and said a few things to her and stuff like that. We got towed that night too. That sucked. But yeah, like I said, I'm throwing random stuff out there. Man, I feel like this is going forever. Sorry, guys. It was supposed to be, you know, whatever. If it's too long, I might have to redo this. But what else is there? Who knows? Maybe you guys are entertained. You know, I'm just trying to get everything out. You know, just so you guys see how jam-packed WrestleMania weekend can really be. What else is there? Like I said, WrestleCon. You know, I did all that. I actually put on I bought my Sin Cara mask. Put it on. Was like wearing it, you know, just sat in the middle of the WrestleCon, Wrestle Reunion. I keep saying that. It was just chilling. It was awesome. But yeah, great experience at Wrestle Reunion. And then it was WrestleMania, which I had upgraded. I had only purchased cheap seats going into Mania weekend. Going into that, I think that day maybe, or either the day before, I bought. You know, I think it was that day I was looking for seats, and I finally found some that I liked, and I printed them out and everything. And man, LV can attest to this. Those seats were awesome. You know, I splurged a little bit. Whatever, I would pay almost double for the seats that we had, man. Dude, they were amazing. The seats were awesome, and I got two for the price of like probably what one would have been, if maybe not even that. You know, so I got them really cheap. You know, and it was just awesome, man. Man, we marked out for everybody. I mean, we booed CM Punk. I went crazy for Shawn Michaels. I actually have a video up of me just kind of, you know, when Shawn Michaels is coming out, and I'm like, LP doesn't even notice I'm even there, or doesn't even notice I'm recording him. Several things like that. You know, Triple H came out. We all booed. It was like everybody was like cheering, and then his music hits and everybody boos. This is fun. It was just great, man. Miami was the WrestleMania itself experience was unbelievably better than 27. Obviously 27 will always have a special place in my heart because it's my first one. But man, it was awesome. And then as far as I remember, that's pretty much it. But then that brings us back to 29, or then that brings us to 29. And most of the people on here that made videos have said they're not going, but I'm going. And I'm excited, unlike other people that, you know, New York, New Jersey, whatever. And I understand what their griefs about it. If you've been there, you've been there. And maybe once I go, I won't never want to go back. That could be the case. But I've never been to New York itself. The fact that I'll be able to watch a Hall of Fame in Madison Square Garden is still unbelievable to me. That's something that, I mean, that's a bucket list type item. To be able to watch something or be able to be in Madison Square Garden would be huge. And then, obviously knock off another football stadium. Last year was Sun Life. This year will be MetLife Stadium, where the Giants play, and the Jets, play. But, which is funny, I've been in the Dolphin Stadium and the Giants and Jets Stadium yet. Still haven't seen the Patriots, or been in the Patriots Stadium yet. Weird things happen, I guess. But, that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to 29. That Thursday night, I'm meeting Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. That is, oh man, to start the week, that Thursday, it's going to be amazing. I plan to go to one or two Access events, meet a couple people at the new WrestleCon, which is the new Wrestle Reunion. Of course, go to Hall of Fame again, which is shaping up to be great. Bruno Sammartino, Mick Foley, Trish Stratus, Bob Backlund. They'll probably throw in a couple other decent ones that I would think. Maybe even some big ones. Who knows? Might as well. You got a star-studded cast already. It's just great. I think the weekend's gonna be great. ROH might be able to see my first Shakara show. I plan on it. Maybe Shimmer. We'll see how it goes. A couple sightseeing stuff for New York because I do want to see Times Square. Man, it's just gonna be amazing. I can't wait. And then of course, people are already talking about it, kind of getting on my nerves a little bit, but I understand it. You're not going to 29. I get it. 30 is going to be in New Orleans from what people say. That would be cool. I can't really sit here and say, I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, I'm going, I knew more this year. Even this year I made a sudden decision to go, and then I just got on the ball and started rolling with it. So, we'll see what happens. Hopefully New Orleans will happen because I know a lot of people are saying that might be their last hoorah. In their last Mania trip, so I'm hoping I'll be able to go if that's the case for sure. Even if it is, I don't get to go for the whole length of time, but like they said, you got to start saving it. And I'll go ahead and go into this because not much to say about New Orleans. If it happens, it happens. I don't really care where it's at. If I can be at WrestleMania weekend, I will be there. Does not matter where it is. I'm going. So if I can be there, I'm going. If things happen, I understand that, but. I'm going. It's WrestleMania. There's nothing like it. For those that don't, that think they can't afford it, I thought WrestleMania was just expensive. To me personally, I go the route of waiting for. I did buy a ticket to make sure I definitely had a ticket. Then I ended up selling that one, or I think I sold it. Yeah. I'm not. I understand you want to have your tickets. You want to be able to get your stuff and not have to worry about it going down in there. But at the same time, I've done it. I did 27. I had my tickets, didn't have to worry about it. 28 bought Hall of Fame the day of. Bought WrestleMania. I think either the day of or the day before. I've upgraded, but and ended up coming out a whole lot better. Even had people that I had been trying to get people on tickets off of Craigslist, and I'd already got those great seats that I got, and then people are still texting me back saying, dude, you sure you don't want these tickets? I'm, pretty much knocking them off half price, telling me, meet me at the gate. I was like, dude, I already got your tickets. I already got the tickets I need. You should have said that earlier. They know they're going to have to sell it, and I'm talking hours and hours before. I wouldn't wait that long. That's kind of cutting it close, but you can do that if you're willing to do that. If you're willing to just buy cheap seats and then just see what you can get up to like 2 hours or so before the show, go with it because you're going to get a chance at getting greater seats for like the lowest price because they have to sell them. I'm telling you, tell them no and start walking away. They're going to cut at least $50 off of it. I guarantee you, it's going to happen. Just how it happens with wrestling, and Brian's kind of helped me out to see the light on that, especially last year. And I bought those tickets, both those Hall of Fame and WrestleMania tickets, off of StubHub. A lot of people don't like StubHub, but it was good for me. So, it is what it is. I liked it. We'll see how, if you don't like your experience with StubHub, I hear horrible things about Ticketmaster, and I haven't really had to deal with them, except for I bought that Access ticket, but, which I'm selling, but anyways, let's see. I think that's it. 29, man, I'm looking forward to it. Anybody that's going to 29 that would like to, meet me, say what's up, feel free to, same thing as the last couple years. Feel free to see me. Anyone didn't mention, Big Rat, I didn't mention him earlier. I met Crossfade in Atlanta. Haven't seen a whole lot of him here on YouTube lately, but several other Gilbert Blaze. I think I met Luke Cage. Oh, I want to say I said, at least said hey to him or something. I don't know. You can tell me if you. I don't even remember if you're subscribed to me, but I think that's pretty much it. I hope I didn't job with somebody, because that's like the main thing. I'll be watching videos like, he didn't mention me, yo. But all right. Let's hope that this is probably close to an hour long. I'm sorry if this is the case. If that's the case. If it is, I might break this next part off of this video so you guys can see it. But this next part, I'm going to show you guys my merchandise. As you can see right here, I'll go ahead and show you this shirt right here. I hope I'm not cross-shotting you guys. Edge shirt. You ain't going to be able to see the back, but I bought that at Wrestlemania. I'll show you some of the stuff that I bought at Atlanta, then I'll show you stuff that I bought in Miami. Alright. All of this stuff, I'm dead serious. All this stuff I bought. Alright, this is Atlanta, just to kind of get it off. I bought one of the Charlotte shows. Still actually never watched that. I'm horrible at DVDs. Alright, bought a Shimmer show. This was awesome. I watched that. And I bought the Wrestling Road Diaries. Also great. If you have not got that, you need to buy that. And then I bought this, finally The Rock Has Come Back shirt. Bought this one and one from my friend in Atlanta. And that was pretty much Atlanta, besides this and this. As you can see, signed by the Kings of Wrestling, Antonio Cesaro. I'm just kidding. That is him, but and then Eddie Edwards right there. I wish you guys can tell me if they did one in Miami, but I wish they would do one of these again. I think that would be pretty cool. Alrighty. Also for Atlanta, I got the WrestleMania Cup. Always get those. Miami WrestleMania Cup. Alright, this is Miami stuff. Heat cups. I got LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Miami Heat shirt. We got this at the Hall of Fame. This little Edge commemorative. I butchered that word. Kind of messed it up on the back. I don't know if you can see that. When I was packing up stuff, because I had so much stuff. Randy Orton shirt. A broski headband. Woo woo woo. You know it. Sin Cara mask. I actually have another mask now. If you didn't see my unboxing. Have this. As you can see, it's I really don't even know what it's called, but it's like a mini belt. I actually like it. One of the purchases I kind of laughed at myself about, but I still like it. Kevin Steen shirt. I'm kind of go quickly here because I see that I've reached almost the 50-minute mark. So hope you guys are watching. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna put this in two parts. You either watch or you don't watch. Briscoe's shirt. Eddie Edwards shirt. I think I bought that. Rise Above Hate. You Can't See Me hat. A Ring of Honor hat. There's the WrestleMania program, which I'll show. I don't know where it's at in here. I got one signature in here. I have no clue where it's at, if I can find it. Oh, right here. Ted DiBiase Senior did not sign this. Junior signed it. That's the only place I could think of for him to sign it. He wasn't in the book. Maybe this year he'll be in the book and I'll get him to sign a better spot or something. Rise Above Hate Again. This is the green Cena shirt. Got two DVDs that Miguel like this. It's still in the plastic. The Ring of Honor. Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen, which I do plan on watching before this year's Hall of Fame, so I will watch that. And then I actually got 3 other DVDs, but I sold them. You guys seen the video where I was up to them, but I sold them. This is the best of Davey Richards volume. Is this volume 2? No, this is 2 disc set. I'll probably plan on maybe watching some of that too. One of my favorite shirts. I'm gonna try to open this one. Of the weekend, it's like one of those event shirts. And, yeah, don't get sick watching this video. All right. Hell in a Cell. Triple H, Undertaker. I think the only way to... This is actually dirty because I just wore it. But anyways. The back of it. I really like the back of it. I think that's pretty cool. Triple H versus The Undertaker. That would be really cool. I was hoping they made a John Cena one, but a John Cena Rock one, but I didn't see one. And then we have the jersey, which I hope to get this year, but this one was kind of expensive, and my money's going to be a lot tighter than last year. But I like this. I like the colors and stuff like that, so I like those jerseys. Those are cool. And then here we go. The big item, guys. My World Heavyweight Championship. That's right, baby. Finally got a big belt. I do have this belt over here if you guys never saw it. A friend of mine bought that a long time ago for me. It's actually got Nightmare on it. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not zooming in. And yes, that was a cap, Mickey cap in the background. And then, as you can see, Vicky Guerrero signed it right there. Dolph Ziggler signed it right here. And Kevin Nash signed it right here. So I plan on getting hopefully this thing will be a lot more filled up by the end of WrestleMania 29 weekend. I hope so. Here's a couple other signatures I got in Atlanta. I think I got these in Atlanta. I got someone to sign. I didn't think about them signing the actual DVD cover, like taking the cover off. I might do that this year if I got any more. But El Generico signed right there. That could be crucial. If you don't have an El Generico signature, you may never get one. Like at least like meeting him and seeing it. Not until he comes back to WWE. And then Christopher Daniels signed right there. So that was pretty cool. I think I actually got that for free. And then Roderick Strong signed right there. You can see it. I think that was it. Yeah, he's the only one that signed it. So he signed Big Bang. That was my first ROH live show, so that was kind of cool. I guess that was it. I guess that's it. I'm sorry I'm tired just talking so much. Whew, trying to breathe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't boring. I just wanted to kind of get out everything that I experienced during WrestleMania, past, present, and future. I cannot wait for the future, and that will be only less than 55 days away till I leave for WrestleMania 29. That's going to be amazing. If this is your first WrestleMania, strap on, get ready, put your seatbelt on, and get ready for the ride. It's going to be amazing. I guarantee you will enjoy it, especially with the right people. So, hope to see you down there, up there in New York / New Jersey, and peace out, guys. I'll maybe back with a video here soon, hopefully. But enjoy this video. Like I said, sorry for the length, but WrestleMania is so awesome you can't fit it in less than an hour. You just can't do it. But I did, barely. Anyways, later.